If you play Roam and you've been feeling underleveled, weaker, or just confused since the new patch, no, you didn't suddenly get bad at the game. You're not washed, your mechanics didn't disappear overnight, the role just changed. A lot of roamers are still playing like it's the old patch, standing around, following the jungler, hoping XP magically appears. And then turtle spawns, you check your level, and you're still level 3 thinking, yeah, this is not good. So in this video, I'm going to break down what actually changed with Roam, why the role feels different now, the most consistent level 4 rotation you can use in solo and trio, and how to stop falling behind without relying on kills or lucky fights. But before we get into the important stuff, a lot of you have been asking about private coaching and where I get my diamonds safely. So I'll play this short clip real quick, and right after that, we'll jump straight into the Roam changes. Are you still stuck in the same rank? I'm Hajun, former pro player, 300 plus stars, and I main Roam. In Season 21, I hit Global number 3 Jawhead, Global number 15 Matilda, and Global Popol and Koopa, all with over 80% win rate. And I'm working with Duz, a 1000 stars ex-Global number 1 Lancelot, also from the pro scene. We teach macro, rotations, shot calling, pressure timing, and mindset. The things that actually win games, not just random tips. We code solo, duo, trio, and 5-man. We charge $30 for 1 hour, $50 for 2 hours. Coaching details are in the description if you're interested. And if you buy diamonds, don't overpay, because if you're buying from in-game, you are overpaying. Use my loot bar link in the description to get them up to 20% cheaper. You must use my link to get the discount. If you're serious about climbing, get our coaching. Alright, now let's get into it, because this is where roaming actually changed. Quick heads up before we go deeper. This video is about understanding the system and fixing your rotation, not about revealing every cheese strat yet. If you don't understand how XP and gold work now, no build or hero will save you, so let's fix the basics first. Before this patch, Roam was honestly easy. You stand near minions, you stand near jungle, you get free XP and gold. Didn't matter which Roam item you bought, didn't matter if you were useful or not. Now, different game. In Courage and Favor, these still give you XP and gold from minions, give you XP and gold from jungle, just slightly less than before. So they're safe, stable, and consistent. Conceal and Dire Hit, these are different. They give you no XP from minions, no XP from jungle, and it only gives XP and gold when you damage enemy heroes. So poking equals to XP, trading equals to XP, fighting equals to XP. No damage, no money. That's the patch in one sentence. However, every time you deal damage to get XP and gold, there is a 15-second cooldown for the effect. And in most circumstances, due to this, you will not reach level 4 before Turtle. This is why it is generally better to get in Courage and Favor. When you vision opponents, you get XP and gold. That remains the same for all Roam items. This is why so many roamers feel weak. They're playing like it's still the old patch, especially the ones who pick Conceal or Dire Hit and then just walk around the map. The game is basically saying, bro, touch someone. In Courage and Favor feel really good right now because they don't care how chaotic solo rank is. Your jungler messes up, you still get XP. Mid laner trolls, you still get XP. Team fights for no reason, you still get XP. As long as you touch minions, jungle, mid waves, you get paid. That's why these blessings are so reliable for solo and trio. Alright, this is the most important part of the video. I'm going to explain the best level 4 Roam rotation. Slowly, clearly, and in a way you can actually remember. When the game starts, your first job is simple. Go check the enemy EXP side jungle. You are not invading, you are not fighting, you are just being annoying. Why? Because vision, information, and yes, a tiny bit of XP and gold. Think of it as free money for walking. After that, go straight back to mid lane. Mid lane is now your main source of XP. If you skip mid waves, don't be surprised when you're level 3 at Turtle. Clear the wave, help your mid, touch the XP. Next, your jungler starts their first buff. Do not panic, do not overhelp. Just stand nearby. In Courage and Favor still give you XP and gold for doing absolutely nothing. Yes, this is legal. After the buff, rotate to Letho. Letho is XP, Vision, Tempo. Even if nothing happens, you still win. After taking the Letho, you're going to quickly once again check on the opponent jungler, just to get a little bit more gold and XP. Now, I know that you didn't have to do this before, where you would have to constantly check the opponent jungler for vision. This rotation used to work with Encourage and Favor, or any kind of roaming before the changes. But since the XP and gold gain has been reduced to 35% from 40%, we have to make up for that lost 5% in some kind of way. So, to compromise, we're gonna be checking the opponent jungler and visioning him constantly in between a lot of those rotations. And I'll explain when and where. Then, you go back to mid. Now, this rotation only works if there are no fights going on near you or in your premises. If you see that there is a fight going on a different lane and you're gonna clear mid lane, then don't worry about it too much. You should still just try to clear mid. However, if there's a fight going near you and you see that your team is invading, you should go ahead and try to help them as much as you can and kind of forget about your rotation. Once the fight is over and dealt with, then you can go back to doing your normal rotation. Around now, the enemy jungler is on their second buff. So you walk over, look, leave. You're not committing. You're just collecting vision and a bit more XP. After that, go back to your jungler's second buff. Stand near it. Don't steal. Don't panic. Let the system work. From this point until turtle, clear every single mid wave. No chasing kills, no random roaming. At 2 minutes, you should be level 4. Consistently. This rotation works because it doesn't rely on kills, it doesn't rely on teammates, it doesn't rely on luck. It relies on timing, discipline, and not being greedy. It's boring, but boring wins games. I'm not saying Conceal and Dire Hit are bad, they're just different. They don't reward farming, they reward interaction. If you love trading early, poking constantly, starting fights, they can be very strong, but you need a different mindset. And this is where I stop, because I found a very specific solo rank strategy that abuses this new system hard. I'm not revealing the heroes yet, I'm not revealing the build yet. All I'll say is, it's disgusting, it thrives in chaos, and it deserves its own video. So let's wrap this up. Roam didn't die. Encourage and Favor are consistent and safe. Level 4 before turtle is still possible. Mid lane is your best friend. Conceal and Dire Hit are situational, not useless. Fix your rotation and your games get easier. If you play solo or trio and want to actually understand this patch, not just copy random builds, make sure you're subscribed. The next video, yeah, that one's gonna be spicy. I'll see you there. If you enjoyed the content and if you were able to learn how to roam properly in this new season, make sure to like and subscribe, it supports me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and good luck.